Here I am on November 23, 2021 down at the West Paseo. We're into week 5 of the construction process here. If you run it out to the end of December 2022, that'll be 62 weeks. So we're into week number 5 of 62. I'm going to start climbing up my perch here. Starting to make a lot of progress here on the West Paseo, getting this all leveled down to street level now. Digging this out, hauling out dirt. Loading up trucks with debris and dirt to get it moved out of here. So moving along here on the West Paseo today. Truck loading out, backhoe down here, still doing some tearing out there by the Clayton on the park. Aggressively getting the dirt hauled out of here. So making good progress down here now. Climb up a little higher. Move on down to the end of the perch down here. See what I can see. Looks like I can just see orange fence over there. I believe that's probably fencing off the 2 banyan trees that are back over there. So. Making good progress down through here. See the orange fencing back that way. I believe that is fencing off the banyan trees where the old small stage used to be. Right, looking good here. I'm going to start moving around to my various perches. I think I'll move down to the end of the West Paseo and shoot a little bit there, then move on around to the West Bowl. Let's see what we got going on down there. Got a cloudy, mostly cloudy day today. Slight chance of showers in the afternoon, about 20%. So Probably won't get anything, but there is a slight chance. Showers. Alright, going to move on around now to the end of the West Paseo here. One short clip here. I'm in front of the Old Town Flooring Design Center. You can see they've replaced the one window that was busted out on November 12, I believe it was. So, got themselves a new window in there. So that's looking good. Just thought I would show a quick shot of that. And heading on down to the end of the West Paseo. Okay, here I am down at the end of the West Paseo. Here's one of the trucks loading out. This is their route out of here, I believe. Most days they come down this way, pass through the intersection of Brown and Main, head out to Indian School, and then head west to unload their stuff, dirt, debris. Right, a shot from the end of Brown and Main into the West Paseo. You can see still got some water out here, but we got one of the bigger backhoes down here, along with the smaller backhoe park for time being. So I don't know if that's something they're just going to do over maybe the coming holiday week or something. But it's coming along here. They are moving on down to street level now, on up there. So making progress. So I'll end this here. I'm going to move on around to the West Bowl, or maybe just the back of construction entrance here. We'll see. All right, here I am at the back construction entrance. One of the construction dump trucks just loading out, finished up getting filled by the front end loader. And they're moving out. Got a fairly rapid progress now of moving out the dirt today. See, they moved some of the trees that they boxed up are stored down here now. So, starting to pick up their pace a little bit, getting more trucks in here and whatnot. So, I'm gonna move on around to the West Bowl here now. Okay, here I am coming by AZ 88 into the West Bowl area. Looks like a lot has happened over here since I last visited. Got their little signs up on this side that sort of tell you about what's going on here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, they got that whole area around the banyan trees fenced off. So those are protected now. Brought in some brick pavers here. A lot of brick pavers, so this must be going to be the new brick design when they start laying that down. So looks like they're right on top of the demolition with some construction here. Get all this torn out, start laying down their brick pavers, and you can see they start tearing the wall out right up there. So they're making progress down through here, getting this all leveled off and torn up. So we got to get down here and tear out this this brick straight in front of us here. Used to be a fountain a long time ago, but they due to water usage issues, I think they stopped using it as a fountain, and it just sort of became a open area. Portable picnic tables and stuff where people could hang out. Look like down here they're even starting to lay down some of the pavers. I can see them, got them laid out there, and they're fitting them into that edge, so they're probably going to work their way back up. Actually, it looks like all of this along here, all of this pavement that was here has been torn out, so they're free to go ahead and fill that back in now. So it looks like that's what they're doing. They're starting with the edges. So you see over there where they got some pieces laid out, starting to lay down that. So moving right on along here. Get this all laid out, so I guess they don't have to take this down anymore, obviously, if they're putting the bricks in. So this will stay like it is, more or less. Maybe some slight movement, but not sure if they're planning on leaving that present concrete structure in there. It's like they're matching up pavers along here, so you wouldn't think they would match up pavers against something that was going to be removed. So we'll see in the coming weeks how that works out. But looking good here. Moving on along, everything torn out. As I stated in a previous clip, we're into the 5th week of demolition. So within the 5th week, we're already starting to see a little bit of move toward construction, putting back. And if we forecast out to December of 2022, that would be a total of 6 weeks, or not 6 weeks, a total of 62 weeks of construction period before we hit New Year's of 2023. So I can see a truck across the way there loading out too, so I'm going to move on around to the East Bowl, I think, see what's happening over there, and then move over by the library steps and see what's happening there. So I think this will finish up here. I might just go back up to the step perch and shoot just a little bit up there. Okay, here I am at the on the way up to the top of the stairs. Got my telephoto lens on, and I'm shooting over towards the East Bowl through the little hole I have here between these trees. We got a lot of dirt piled up over there. I have to check that out when I get over there, but I'm not sure what the purpose of that dirt is. They have to fill in the south end of the lagoon, and so that may be somewhat to that purpose. I'm not sure. But let me walk back down here for a second. Let me see, the banyan trees are fenced off over there. So those are protected. That's a good thing. They're working. You know, I think I got something backwards here. These guys aren't putting the pavers down. They're taking up the old pavers. So it's totally wrong on that. So that makes more sense, really. So we're still into the demolition part. So they're going to save these pavers and reuse them possibly, or recycle them. I'm not sure what the purpose is. We'll find out. Yeah, we're still into the demolition part here. That they're actually just tearing these pavers out one by one, putting them on pallets, and then probably going to haul them to storage or something, my guess. But yeah, I thought it was a little early for construction to be going on with all the stuff that looked like it had to be torn out. So it makes way more sense that they're actually taking the pavers out and going to reuse them. Alrighty. So glad I stopped over here and checked that out. But you can see back over there debris, kind of circular debris and whatnot over there near the area where it passes over drink water. I believe that's the remains of the former Marshall Gardens there, so that's all gone. All right, I'm gonna trek back around and then drive over to the East Bowl and the library steps and see what's happening over there. Okay, here I am now over at the East Bowl. Going to go over here and climb up on my perch. Got a truck just now pulling in. A lot of trucks coming and going today, so they're really now concentrating on moving out whatever dirt they don't need. So here's this one truck pulling in. I'm on my telephoto lens right now. And looks like another truck is in there already. Got the big backhoe over here. Might be 3 big backhoes in here now, I'm not sure. There's one parked at the end of the East Paseo. This one's still here, and the other big one was moving in and out down by the West Bowl. By the West Bowl. So they have 3 big backhoes in here now. Not a whole lot different down here. Most of the activity is more back to the west. Seems like they've gotten quite a bit done on this end that they want to do. So this guy's going to get loaded up here, or maybe I'm totally wrong. He might be dumping dirt actually. They might be hauling dirt. Yeah, it's probably maybe what they're doing. They're hauling dirt from the West Paseo and going to use it down here to fill in the lagoon. That makes sense. So I suspect that's what they're doing. Down there where we saw the front end loader loading these trucks with dirt, they're bringing it down here, dumping it here, and then they'll eventually use it to fill back in the south end of the lagoon in order to start prepping it for recreating it, so to speak. The lagoon will be smaller, but then the end will be flattened. It's where the Civic Alley will pass through. So the Civic Alley has to be, all this still has to be taken down quite a bit in order for the Civic Alley to have its place to run. So that's what's going on. They're moving dirt down here for prepping for filling in the lagoon. So that makes perfect sense. Use what you got. Okay, but they've been much more meticulous lately about getting their trees protected. I don't know if that's a result of the loss of the one eucalyptus tree, or it might have been that the eucalyptus tree had some engineering issues where it was fairly raised up. They're going to take this place down. You're going to take that West Paseo down to street level, probably would have been dangerous to have a eucalyptus tree sitting up there on some kind of little pedestal. You get any kind of windy day and it just takes it down, so because it won't have any root protection. So that could have been an issue with that. I don't know, just guessing. But hosing stuff down over there. I'm going to go around now over to the by the library steps over there and shoot over there. That has a good vantage point for seeing into the civic lawn area, so I'm going to head over there now. Okay, I am now over by the library steps. I'm back on my wide angle lens. You can see what's happening over here. See through the fence here. Still haven't torn out this little wall here. But they are continuing to tear up out here. Take out dirt. You can see they've torn up more of that sidewalk that used to pass around the bowl here. The West Bowl. One thing I think that you have to be careful of is this, the overpass here in the mall area that crosses over Drinkwater, which lies below. Starting in 2018 or earlier, they had to replace that overpass due to structural deficiencies that crept up on an inspection of the overpass area. The Scottsdale engineers recommended that they move immediately to redo the overpass in order to prevent the potential collapse of the overpass down onto Drinkwater. So that was completed, I think, by August of 2019. At a cost of $33 million, I believe. So they have to be very careful of what loads they put on that overpass. So I would imagine that none of the big backhoes are allowed to cross that overpass. Only the smaller machinery can go in and be on that overpass, because you don't want to damage something you just spent $33 million fixing. So we'll see what happens there. Let me go on up here a little bit farther. Again, with this fence, it's hard for me to see other than what I can see on the phone. But we'll see what we can see here. The big backhoe there. A lot of glare on the iPhone, so I'm having trouble seeing much of anything, but I'll shoot just a little bit here. See what I can get. Just kind of pan around. Keep bumping the fence every now and again. I gotta watch that with the gizmo or the Osmo. So, kind of getting an overview of the whole area here. I'm going to switch hands here for a second. The right hand is getting a little tired of holding this thing up. But this just gives a general overview of what's going on here. From this perspective anyway. I'm going to move on back down here a little bit. Just got to watch. There's a lot of stuff to trip over down here if I'm not careful. You can see through the fence right here. So you can see big backhoe is back out in there. Actually, it looks like he's loading up a truck. Yeah, loading up a truck there. I'm going to switch back over to my telephoto here for a second. Okay, here I am back on my here I am on my telephoto now. Probably easier to see the backhoe in the truck it's loading back over there. right in the area where the little stage was. So it could be that they're loading out the debris from that little stage that was over there. Let me walk back this way for a second. But I'm pretty sure that's probably what they're doing, is loading out that debris from the little stage that was back in there. So getting everything cleared out. Pretty much all of the old main infrastructure is gone now, torn up or being picked up or hauled out. So little stage, all of the West Paseo contained quite a bit of stuff that had to be taken out. Marshall Gardens, turf is gone, lagoons dug out, sunken bathroom or bunker bathroom is gone. So here into the 5th week, they're pretty much got all of the old main debris from the older infrastructure taken out. Now it's a matter of grading and getting everything down to the level they want. And then in the coming weeks, end of this year, they should be able to get that accomplished. By the time they hit January of 2022, they should be able to start building back, I would think, because they'll have most of the demolition done. So I think I'm going to end this up here. Got it pretty much covered for today. And go home, get this all edited up and posted. I think this will be my 20th trip down here today. So should be. That includes pre-construction. I don't know if that includes pre-construction or not. Maybe just the ones I've done since the demolition or the fence setup began. Not sure, somewhere in that ballpark, but I think I'll head home, finish this up, head home, and get it posted up. Come back another day, maybe next week. We'll see, shoot some more.